We'll leave that available. If you're just tuning in, welcome in. We have about the final 11 minutes left in our coin collector before we share with you the today's special coming up with Adam, which is our 911 pendant. But we are going to move into our 2017 Mint State 70 NGC Burnished Select Series Silver Eagle. Now, $149.95, you heard Mike say, this is it. Final quantities here, final opportunity at this price and on 4Flex. Don't forget, if you're tuning in, we have extra flex with our HSN credit card, and that is for Customer Appreciation Month. But Mike, the reviews on this coin, every single one is a perfect 5-star review. They cannot rave more about this coin.
Well, there's a couple of things about it. I'll get to the coin here in 1 second. I want to talk about the label just here for a second. You know, you have all the major grading companies. You've got Annex, and you've got NGC, and you've got PCGS, and we've got, you know, do our best to get exclusive labels as we can, because then I can do this. But this is a very special label. This is a PSS. At this point, you know how many coins I have in PSS, which is my exclusive label?
Okay.
1, this coin.
Oh, okay. Because
it's a key date coin. And to a key date, it means it's a coin. In every collection, there's a couple of key dates. Remember in the last hour, we sold, like, for instance, the Silver Eagles, the Annex Silver Eagles, the 95 and the 97 Silver Eagles. Those are key dates to the entire series of American Silver Eagles. Okay. In a Silver Eagle, this is key date.
So they're extra special.
Extra special. So, and this PSS, this Premier Select Series, is my exclusive label in essence. I'm the only one that's allowed to sell this PSS. So this is 100% unique. That's an absolute positive guarantee. Okay, this right now is the lowest price you can buy this at is $149.95. It's exclusive to me, and so that price is exclusive and a customer pick. Now I want to talk about the coin. In 1986, President Ronald Reagan signed the Liberty Coin Act into law, establishing the American Silver Eagle, creating the most popularly collected silver coin in the world, and today what I would argue is the most popularly collected coin in the world, which is the American Silver Eagle. So from 1986 till 2019, they've been making Mint State American Silver Eagles. From 1986 until 2019, they've been making Proof American Silver Eagles. From 2006 to 2019, they've been making Burnished American Silver Eagles. If you look at every single one of those regular issue American Silver Eagles, there's one coin that is the key series. It is the one coin that is the king of the American Silver Eagle. There is one coin that is the rarest of all of those American Silver Eagles, and it's this coin right here. The United States government has issued mintage figures and sold out mintages through 2017, basically. And if you count every single solitary one of those coins, this is the rarest coin. It's rarer than every Mint State coin. It's rarer than every Proof coin. Now, they've been making Proof American Silver Eagles from 1986 all the way through 2019. None of those are in PSS labels. Just in a regular NGC Proof 70 label, I'm gonna have to be $189 to $199. This coin is rarer than all of them. Well, this coin is rarer than all of them. It is less money than all of them. So what you have is this cross, in essence, of desirability and availability and then price. You know, you've got a low price. And the reason is I anticipated this coming. I anticipated this being the rarest American Silver Eagle. This coin right here. This was going to be the coin. I knew it was going to be the coin. And so we went in and, in essence, bought the entire remaining quantity from the United States Mint when we figured out where it got to. We got basically 20% of the entire mintage. 20% of the entire mintage. We bought, and I'm down to the very final last couple of hundred coins. That's it. There are no more coins. There are no more coins. Now what happens is I've seen some coins out there in the marketplace, but they've already in essence been graded. But none of them are in PSS. I have no ability to bring this back anymore, so you're looking at the very last of the PSS 2017 W American Burnished Silver Eagles. Now, when we bought 30, I don't have 30,000 of these coins. I didn't have 3,000 of these coins. I mean, we sold, you know, hundreds of these coins. We're down to, I think, the last, what is it, maybe 500 coins is all that there is. About 700 coins, thank you. There's about 700 coins is all that remains, that all exists, that I can sell at $149.95. After that secondary market takes over, it's 100% exclusive to us here at HSN. So if you're looking for the single rarest, regular issue American Silver Eagle, this is the coin. The key to this, The impressive part of this, the opportunity of this, the customer pick part of this, is the fact that it's $149.95. The fact that you look at this, remember those 1995, I was just selling the 1995 silver eagles in Mint State 70 for $799. Right. This coin is 20 times rarer than that coin.
But then why doesn't the price?
Because I was able to get these originally. I don't have any of the original 1995s and 1997s.
Okay.
Those have already done. And so that's why I can hold this price. So if I go into the marketplace and start buying these coins to certify them and do this, all of a sudden I'm $249, $299, and it's a closer coin. In other words, it's closer to this. Nobody has the 95s and 97s anymore. The 97, that's $799 in Mint State 70. This coin's 20 times rarer than that coin. The 1996, which is $5,000, this coin is 20 times rarer than that coin by its original mintage. Now you add in the fact that it's in my exclusive PSS holder that you cannot get anyplace else on the planet. Now you get today being the very last presentation. I will not present this coin on the air after today.
Okay.
This is it.
Because I know we have some left.
Well, because there won't be enough for a presentation.
Oh, okay.
So what happens is that's it. Because we have 700 coins. I mean, you know, in a primetime show, we'll easily sell 700 coins.
Absolutely.
And so let's say there's 50 coins or 60 coins left. I can't do a presentation of 50 coins. It may be on hsn.com, but even that I doubt. I suspect I can 99.999% guarantee that today is the final day that we're going to have these coins, that we will have these coins available for you. And so this is it, this 5-star customer pick, only 5-star reviews because of the rarity of the coin, the collectability of the coin. There's label. One rarest coin. This is it. And then we have the label of the coin, the fact that it's certified Mint State 70, the fact that it's burnished. And understand, do not confuse this with the regular American silver. It's got the W or West Point Mint mark on it as well. That denotes the special burnished nature of this. Not only that, you can look at it and see that it's a burnished coin. It looks a little different than the other American silver eagles. But the West Point Mint mark sets it apart as well. So of every Mint State coin, every burnished coin, every proof coin, official U.S. mintages that have been released, this is the rarest of all of those coins.
Mike, why do they call it burnished instead of satin, even though it makes...
Same thing.
Oh, just same thing?
Yeah.
But they just choose to call it burnished?
They just choose to call it burnished.
Just to confuse me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just to confuse you. Because like, for instance, Annex calls it satin finish, and they designate that as an SP70. Okay. Still the same coin.
Oh, okay.
They just do a different grading designation to designate that it is a different and special coin, is ultimately what that comes. That's why they do that as well. So Annex, since it grades at Mint State 70, they have to put burnished on there to differentiate it from the regular Mint State coin. Annex, for instance, uses an SP designation, so you can tell by the grading designation that it's a burnished coin. Gotcha. So it's just, I mean, you know, it's just the little kind of things. It's the exact same coin, 2017 W West Point Mint Premier Select Series. The key to this, of course, being the PSS that you have right here. The key to this being this is the rarest American silver eagle ever made by the United States government. Put all that together. Now, my final presentation, my final quantity, my final availability at $149.95.
So this is it. So final opportunity. You will see it tonight in a primetime show, but today, after today, you will not see this coin with full presentations on air.
And even at a bigger price, this is it. We're done grading them. I mean, that's it. Everything that exists in PSS exists. There will be no more that'll go into the PSS holders. It's just
and if anyone knows, it's Mike.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's Mike.